I'm Ted Keys in Pasadena, California. Welcome to my Tuesday conference call, a free, high-powered meeting I hold live every Tuesday for top producing freight agents. Go to tedkeysonline.com for complete call information. Then join us weekly to see new, serious, struggling, and experienced sales professionals move more freight efficiently, effectively, effortlessly, and make more money financially. So watch my recorded call topic highlighted there on your screen right now. Then go to tedkeysonline.com and hear more podcasts, read more blog posts, watch more videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to explode your business today. Enjoy watching and applying my Tuesday conference call. Hello and welcome to my Tuesday conference call. I'm Ted Keys, your top freight agent training expert here in Southern California. This is a free, high-powered meeting I hold live every Tuesday for top producing freight agents at 2 p.m. Pacific time and 5 p.m. Eastern time. On the call today, I will show you how to move more freight efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly so you make more money financially. And after the call today, go to my website, which is tedkeysonline.com, to hear more of my podcasts, read more of my blog posts, watch more of my videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to explode your business today. When you arrive at my Freight Sales Success Store, you'll see a host of products available there. The first one you'll see is my flagship product, my Freight Sales Success Guide, typically for beginner and struggling freight agents. I do provide this free of charge for those of you that join our top producing freight sales office. It is our manual for rapid growth. Next product you'll see there is my Freight Sales Success Quotes. These are engineered to assist you in getting on the phone daily to make contact with the marketplace. Next product you'll see available is my Freight Sales Success Skills. You're going to see as you go on that this profession requires a host of skills that you require to be successful in this profession. My Freight Sales Success Skills provides that for you. Last product you'll see, or my fourth product, is my Freight Sales Success Training. This is a 17 video course that will take you from knowing little or nothing about moving freight as a freight sales professional into watching the videos. It'll take you to covering your first load and beyond. All those products right now are available for sale at my Freight Sales Success Store. And while you're there taking in all this free information, go to my contact page. Off to the right, you'll see some empty spaces there. Enter your contact details. What that's going to do, it's going to get you on my contact list, where every week you'll receive your weekly email invites to this and every call. As I said, it's going to get you on my contact email list. You're going to receive my weekly email invites to this and every call. Along with that, you'll receive the attachments that I provide, free attachments on each and every call. I'm also going to send you my free report. A free report titled 11 Ways Freight Agents Will Increase Their Income. Not only will this increase your income, but this report has been downloaded thousands of times before. And for those of you, if you have any questions today, any questions involving my topic today, or more specifically, are you ready to join our top producing freight sales team? Then give me a call, Ted Keys. I'm at 626-309-9141. My topic for today is prospect responses that get your attention. Prospect responses that get your attention. So for those of you who are on my email contact list, just go to any one of those invites that I sent you today, scroll all the way to the bottom, and you'll see a number of free attachments. Again, free attachments that I provide and I go over on each and every call. So let's talk about prospect responses that get your attention. What's going to happen as you get better and better and better at this profession, as you talk to more and more prospects, more and more customers, you're going to find these little nuances. You're going to actually tune in, you're going to lean in and listen to what they're actually saying. Not as if that isn't important already, but after a while, for those that you really connect with, these folks are going to trust you. They're going to tell you their challenges, tell you their problems. Well, that's basically where prospect responses that will get your attention come in. So for those of you that are on my email contact list, just go ahead and open up that first attachment and let's talk about prospect responses that will and are going to get your attention. So let me throw this at you, guys. If a friend dropped this to you in a conversation, this specific line, how would you react? So anyway, I'm only sharing this with a couple of friends, but my aunt in Omaha is good friends with Warren Buffett, and this is where he said she must put all of her money. What would you say or do? For those of you that do know who Warren Buffett is, who happens to reside in Omaha. But my question is, what would you say or do? Now, if you had a strong interest in investing like me, you'd snap to attention. You'd really lean in and listen to what she had to say. You would close your mouth and you'd open both of your ears. You'd elevate your listening to a higher level. You'd zone out everything else around you. Whatever else is going on around you, that is just, in your mind, nothing is happening except what this advice that your friend is about to give you. You'd also lean in closer, correct? Because you now want and must hear what your friend is about to tell you. You see, what causes this reaction is called a lean-in statement. Believe it or not, you'll also hear these, as I said earlier, as you develop stronger relationships from your freight prospects and your customers as well. However, do you pick up on them and react the same way as you would with the Warren Buffett comment? Freight prospects, believe it or not, often let freight sales agents know when they're about to reveal their problems, pains, challenges, and desires. I wish it was always as easy as hearing the word problem or challenge, but that's not usually the case, as you're going to see here shortly. So, with everything that I told you, with that in mind, always be listening. Again, always be listening for these lean-in words and phrases that describe pain, describe discomfort, describe dissatisfaction from your prospects. Here are the 21 most common examples that you're going to hear. 21 common examples of lean-in statements. First one you'll hear, not in this order, are, we need to do something about, let's call it this. We need to do something about this, whatever this is. Example number 2, we've noticed a downward trend in that. Whatever that is. Again, these are just my first 2 common ones. I'm going to kind of interspace them with this and that to finish off the comment. So first one, we need to do this. We need to do something about this. Second one, we've noticed a downward trend in that. Third example, it's concerning us that this is happening. It's concerning us that this is happening, whatever this happens to be. Fourth example, a trouble area is that. A trouble area is that. Fifth example, an area of difficulty is this. This is an area of difficulty. Number 6, a dilemma we have right now is that. A dilemma we have right now is that. Number 7, we worry about this. Again, whatever this happens to be. Number 8, it's a hassle when that happens. It's a hassle when that happens. Number 9, what's frustrating is when this happens. Again, whatever this happens to be. Number 10, we've been unsuccessful at that. We've been unsuccessful at attempting to do that. Number 11, we're not satisfied with this. We're not satisfied with this. Number 12, what's disappointing is that. Oh, it's so disappointing when that happens. It's so disappointing when these other freight agents that I deal with don't follow through on what they promise me. It's very disappointing. Number 13, what takes time is this. What takes time is when my current freight agents don't provide a truck and then I have to get it recovered. Just a great example. Number 14, it costs us when that happens. It costs us money when that happens. Number 15, we really attempt to avoid this at all costs. So basically, these are 15 common lean-in statements that your ear must pick up. Again, this is as you continue to develop a strong relationship with your prospects and customers. The stronger the relationship, the more they're going to reveal to you. The more they're going to reveal to you, the more you're going to close your mouth and really lean in and listen to what they have to say. Now, on a similar note, when you're hearing these challenges, these discomfort times, these problems, listen. Again, listen for your freight prospects to visualize a solution when they're actually giving you these dilemmas. I mean, if you ask enough questions, they're going to visualize a solution. Here's what they're going to say when they're actually visualizing the solution. Number 1, what we could use is this. What we could use is somebody like you to move our freight for us. Second one, a solution would be that. A solution would be for you to move our freight for us. Great solution, I would come back with. The third visualization is what we'd like to achieve is this. What we'd like to achieve is to get you on our list and get you quoting our rates. The fourth visualization is we could show a savings from that. We could show a savings from you because you've been promising us these great rates and great service. So I'm really looking forward to those savings when I have you start to move our freight. Example number 5 is the ideal would be to have this happen. The ideal solution would be for you to get on my list because you keep telling me that you have trucks in Nashville and that you have no problem, that you would have no problem moving my freight to Houston. The 6th example, we'd show the most benefit from that. We'd show the most benefit from you moving our freight from Nashville to Houston because you've promised me that you've got the trucks to do it, that you've got the dry vans, that you've got the reefers, that you've got the flatbeds, all to do that lane for us. So after they've told you about their situation, their problem, their challenge, listen for them to actually visualize a solution. And one thing you want to hear when they visualize a solution is when they use you in that visualization. Let's move on. Let's move on to the last set here. The best thing to do, again, the best thing to do with all these phrases once you hear them is to keep your freight prospect talking. That is the number one goal that you have when they've revealed these challenges, when they've revealed these problems. Keep them talking, reveal it, visualize it. Okay, and here are some responses to prompt them to do just that, to prompt them to keep talking, to reveal their challenges and their problems to you. Come back with, tell me more. Just keep talking. Whatever it is, just keep telling me more. Next one, explain that, please. Explain that, please. Anytime you ask someone to explain something, you know that they're going to continue talking for the next minute or two at the minimum, especially when they're talking about a challenge. The third one, interesting. Boy, that's an interesting predicament. Go on. Interesting predicament. Go on. Tell me more about that. The fourth example, in what way? In what way does this happen? In what way does that happen? In what way does it affect you? In what way does it please you? In what way does it discourage you? Again, put it in regard to whatever they're telling you about their challenge or their problem. The last one, the second to last one, how else does that affect you? How else does that affect you? The last one, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about when that happens? How do you feel about when that broker that you've been using for the last 3 years continues to drop the ball and does not provide the truck that he says will show up? Again, do you use all these phrases in this order? Absolutely not. The key thing, though, is to listen. When they start revealing their challenges, their problems to you, their solutions to you, close your mouth and open your ears. Close your mouth and open your ears. That is the best advice I can give to anyone when this situation comes about. Again, prospect responses that get your attention. Really, really listen when they start to reveal their pain points to you. Let's go ahead and move on to that second attachment. What I'm going to go over now is my freight sales success quotes. Every single quote that I give you has a direct relation to this topic today. Prospect responses that get your attention. Go ahead and open up attachment number 2. Attachment number 2 reads, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, to be in the trenches, to really be in the trenches. Now, I say that in a positive way because when you're calling your prospects, when you're calling your customers, you're in the trenches, guys. This is the beginning work. So be in the trenches and continue to improve your sales skills. There's a high probability that when you talk to a prospect for the first, second, third time, you are not going to hear these lean-in statements. Only after time, after you've developed and built that relationship, do they start revealing their pain points to you. After all, 80% of our sales, as a freight sales agent, 80% of our sales are made between the 5th and the 12th contact. Remember that. And again, I'm talking from contact number 1 to 5 to number 12. 80% are made between the 5th and the 12th contact. So in order for you to generate those sales, you got to be in the trenches. You got to be calling folks. You got to be following up with them. So remember when you're calling your prospects and customers to be in the trenches and continue to improve your sales skills. If you don't get better, you'll never get to the point where you actually hear these lean-in statements, these prospect responses where you can actually solve the issue, solve their challenge. Let's move on to attachment number 3 there, folks. Attachment number 3 reads, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that people don't necessarily buy from people they like. Again, people don't necessarily buy from people they like. They buy from people they know who are repeatedly in the marketplace. Let me say that again. They buy from people they know who are repeatedly in the marketplace. How do they know you're in the marketplace? Because you keep communicating with them. You keep following up. You keep making that weekly touch with them. And again, as I've said to so many individuals on my training calls, that initial training call, a phone call beats an email. It trumps an email every single time. So they buy from people they know that are repeatedly in the marketplace. How do they know you're in the marketplace? Because you're always, always, always following up with them. They don't buy from people they necessarily like. They buy from people that they trust and they know are in the marketplace. They know you're in the marketplace because they continue to hear from you on a weekly basis. Oh, so important. Let's move on to attachment number 4, guys. Attachment number 4 reads, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, until people know you, they won't trust you. Until people know you, they won't trust you. And even then, when they give you the ability to move their freight, as I keep saying, it's going to be a load with challenges because you're at the bottom of their list, okay? They use you when they've exhausted everything else that they have. You're up on deck. However, they still have to know you and trust you for you to be given that opportunity, okay? And how do they do that? Because they continually hear from you. That's why they give you the opportunity. So until people know you by your repeated follow-up, by that initial contact, that repeated follow-up, they're just not going to trust you. That's why you don't move their freight right away, because they don't trust you. They'll trust you because they keep hearing your voice every single week. Remember, I'll say it again, 80% of your sales are made between the 5th and the 12th contact. Let's move on to that next quote that I've given you guys. That's attachment number 5. And that reads, oh, so important, remember when you're calling and communicating with your prospects and customers, that if people don't know you, they won't give you their money. Again, it's not a direct exchange. They're going to say, hey, here's my money, but they give you their money through the exchange of your service, okay? And that is the freight service that you provide. So remember, if people don't know you, they don't trust you, they're not going to give you the opportunity. They're not going to give you the opportunity for you to make more money. What do? You continue to follow up, be in the trenches, and continue to improve your sales skills. One more time, remember when you're calling your prospects and customers, guys, that if people don't know you, they just won't give you their money or the opportunity for you to provide their service. Let's move on to attachment number 6. Freight sales success quote number 6 reads, remember when you're calling your prospects and customers, when you focus on people, not only when you focus on people, but focus on building your relationship with people, you'll always have business. You'll always have business. When you're on the phone, when you're emailing constantly, throughout the day, throughout the week, when you focus on people, focus on your prospects, on your customers, what their needs, what their requirements are, you'll always have business. But here's the thing, you've got to keep focusing. You've got to be in constant communication with your marketplace, whatever it is. If your marketplace moves freight and dry vans, well, there you go. Then focus on those dry van prospects, dry van customers. Reefer, same thing. Flatbed, same thing. So when you focus on people, focus on building that relationship with your people, with your prospects, your customers, you'll always have business. That's just the way it is. But you've got to dig in and build that relationship with them first. Let's move on to that last attachment, guys. That last attachment reads, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, money that you desire is in the hands of other people. If you've got bills to pay, trust me, the money that you're going to utilize to pay those bills are in the hands of other people. They're in the hands of your prospects and customers. How do you get a hold of that money? You've got to provide the service. So if you're sitting around with no business, if you got no business, it's because you're not communicating with the marketplace. You're not seeking out that money that's in the hands of your prospects and your customers. So real quickly, this is self-explanatory. Remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, and that is money that you desire, money that you require to pay your bills, to earn a profit, to pay your rent, your mortgage, whatever it is, your electric, your phone bill, or your investments, investment in you, investment in your company, it's all in the hands of other people. What does that mean? You get on the phone and you communicate with your marketplace. Great topic today. Again, the topic is prospect responses that get your attention. When you get on the phone with anybody, you ask your questions, ask your important questions that I go over with you on your freight sales on your sales call information sheet. There's a slew of questions for you to ask and continually ask your prospect. When they start revealing their pain points, that's when you close your mouth and you truly start listening. That is a point at your relationship where basically your customer is telling you, I trust you, here are my challenges. Now, what will you do to fix them? Great topic today. As I said, prospect responses that get your attention. So, in concluding today, what questions do you have for me that I just went over today on my Tuesday conference call? Well, whatever they are, give me a call. Ted Keys, I'm at 626-309-9141. My question to you is, are you ready to join our top producing freight sales team? Then call me. Again, I'm Ted Keys, 626-309-9141. 888-888-4141. Great topic today. Again, repeating, that topic is prospect responses that get your attention. Great talking to you today, folks. I'll see you again all next week, same time, Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. Thank you so much for joining me, Ted Keys, on my Tuesday conference call. Take care. God bless. I'll see you all again next week on my Tuesday conference call. Take care. God bless. And bye-bye. You've just taken a tremendous step forward by watching and applying my Tuesday conference call highlight. Do you desire to earn and learn with our top freight team and Christian-based office? Yes? We're searching for a self-starter who's serious, motivated, and ready to take action right now. Is that you? Go to tedkeysonline.com/contacts and enter your contact details. We provide top-notch freight agent sales training to you. Then you deliver those same skills with confidence to the freight industry marketplace. I'll talk to you soon.